What up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com. Dawson's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. So today I want to show you how I'm making my life a little bit easier in the greenhouse. Got some nice little plumbing done. Took a little bit of work, but you got to do the work to make your life a little bit easier. Because as our man Gary Don't Carry says, we keep fish to enjoy fish, not to maintain and work on our fish tanks. So let me show you in the greenhouse, but it's Sunday, it's Species Sunday. I got 1, 2, 3 species to show y'all. Let's roll in here. My buddy was busting my balls the other day. He said it looked like my greenhouse was in foreclosure with all the crap I got laying around. All right, so I'm rolling around. I got 125 right here. We're gonna talk about those plants in a minute. I got this system right here. I got this system up here, and I got this one over here. Now, all three of these systems are set up fine. They're good. Those systems, I don't have to worry about it. But in here, it's a different story because these tanks back here are a little bit out of the reach of the siphon. I have to do a little bit extra work, so I was having problems cleaning. So you got to make it easy on yourself to do the water changes. There is no substitute. There is no alternative. You have to do the work, okay? You have to do the water changes. The easier it is to do the water changes, the more likely it is that you're going to do them. So the two tanks we're going to talk about today. We've got the 125 right here with the Bozeman rainbows that I bred myself. Their dad died while I was out in Yellowstone, but we're not talking about it. So those are the second generation of Bozeman. There's the third one coming in here. And then I've got this other tank over here that I put plants in full sun. Back out a little bit. The problem is that it's not easy for me to drain these. And as a feng shui thing, I don't like having water all over my floor. So what I did last week, I picked the hottest weekend of the year to do this, is I drilled a 2-inch hole on the back side of the greenhouse and I put in this PVC pipe. This was terrible. It was hard work. Drilling that hole sucked. And I've got this PVC pipe, 2-inch PVC right here, and I've got it plumbed out the back of the greenhouse. Now, why do I do this? We'll roll back out. I've got the FX6 here by our friends at Fluval. Fluval helps make it easy because we can easily disconnect their filter. I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to show you how I do a water change on this 125. It's so simple. I unplug it. The filter's off. All right, now, these come with the easy close valves. You close the valve here. You close the valve here. Then what do? You unclip this. That's always going to have a little bit of water because there's a little bit of water in between there and there. What do? It's simple. This one's closed. You make sure this one's closed. Otherwise, water's going to come everywhere. And I take this and I shove this mofo in here. And then I turn it open like so. Hear that? That's the sound of the 125 taking a piss out back. So then look, everything is coming out of the main input here. Now I can get in here and stir it all up. You can see the water level is already kind of going down. This makes my life so much easier. I can walk in here and I can do this. We'll roll out a little bit. I've got the same deal rolling with the FX4. I've been beating the hell out of this FX4 and it's taking the punishment. Same deal. I've got the output here. I've got the input here. I can take this. That's the input. So I would undo this one, flip this one down, take this off, and I can put that in over there as well. So you can see how quickly this is draining down. I'm having a great time with it. I can enjoy the fish instead of working on, maintaining them. So that's how I'm making my life easier. I still have to run a cord from my inline water heater, but it is what it is until I can get a chlorine block. Then I'll plumb the whole thing up and turn it on. But it's Sunday. It's Species Sunday. Time to bring you 1, 2, 3 species of Aponogeton. Follow me, my man, as we roll over here to show you the Aponogeton. We're going to start with the Longiplumilosis right here. This is an Aponogeton. Longiplumilosis comes from Africa. Straight up, folks, I can see these plants grow with a water change. I think they like a higher calcium content and like a little bit higher pH. When you think of Africa, think a higher pH, more calcium in the water. Very fast growing plant, grows from a bulb. I take these and I put them in a dirt substrate right here to really give them a nice pop. But these plants grow like crazy. The only downside of Aponogetons is they have a dormant period. I've never actually had them come through the dormant period. I just kind of let them roll and then they come back. But I guess you're supposed to take the bulbs out and put them at 60 degrees. Again, I've never personally done that. I've got another fantastic Aponogeton here. I've got Aponogeton bolivianus. You gotta love a plant that's got the word anus in it, right? That's an Aponogeton bolivianus. This is thick. It's kind of like the Madagascar lace, which we're going to talk about next, but real thick, can handle some cichlids if you want to put it in with some cichlids. So definitely a nice one. I mean, super easy beginner plant, bulb. You plant these, you want to plant the bulb about halfway down. Aponogeton bolivianus, a lot of fun here. Here's a bigger variety of it too. A variety, same exact plant, just a bigger version of it. But then I've also got these. Now this is a tricky one. This is a little more sensitive, but I did save the best for last. This is, in the words of a guy named Klaus I saw at the AGA, this is Aponogeton madagascarensis, otherwise known to y'all as the Madagascar lace plant. Check out the lace plant. Now this plant comes from fast-moving streams, and it's got the holes in it so it can handle the abuse of the water running through it. A little bit more sensitive. It's gonna melt back on you. This is actually 2 of them put onto this bulb. Look, they get huge, the big leaves. This is a heavy root feeder. I like to put this in a dirted substrate. You can see the picture of I had it back in the day, just banging out. Likes a little bit more light. Look, the fancier you get with plants, generally speaking, the harder it is to keep them. This one will melt back on you. These leaves will fall, but if you look at the center, all you got to do is look at the center. The center tells the story. This plant is happy. This plant is growing. This is also my crenum repair tank, but crenum is another story. So yeah, folks, bottom line is this. We want to recap. We want to make it easy on ourselves to do the water changes. There is no substitute. There is no alternatives. I love my big water changes. I do them big and sexy. Love it like that. You got your Aponogetons. Grab yourself some Aponogetons. They're fabulous. I enjoy them. Fast growing. Listen, straight up, I can see them grow when I do a water change. You think I'm tripping for real? I'll do a water change. I can watch them get bigger. So that's what's up. So if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. Drop me a comment on what you want to know about doing fast water changes. Everybody have a fabulous freaking week and take off. Later!